Hi guys, it's Nancy and I have the wow, I can't believe it's July 2025 Foilables release from Pink and Main. If you missed it, this was the July subscription, and I always like to show it because if you are not part of the subscription, you can now purchase these as individual items. So let me show them to you. You have the bees and sunflower sheets. They are going to give you the positive and negative of the background, which is like a honeycomb background, the sunflowers, and then the sunflowers with bees, and then the little bees. Very, very cute. If you have somebody that it's into sunflowers, honeys, bees, maybe you have somebody that's into Winnie the Pooh, they are really super cute little bees. And they're full-size sheets, so if you are into larger cards, 5x7, you can cut these in half, and they're perfect for A2 size for 5.5 by 4.25 cards. But maybe you are into bigger cards, you can turn them sideways and make 5x7 cards. So great for our friends who like to make the bigger cards. Always high quality toner printed, so great for those of you who do not have a laser printer. Maybe you have a laser printer like I do and you just are too lazy to print your own designs. You know, a lot of times you have to design your own or you have to pay for those. Pink and Main has already done all the hard work for you. Of course, you can use a laminator, but we always recommend using a Minc or a fuse machine. Start on setting number 3. If you're going to use a laminator, the laminators that I recommend are the Swing Line laminator or the Amazon Basics laminator. You want to have it on the 5 ml setting, and you want to let it heat up for at least 30 minutes, okay? Then we have the Cutups. The Cutups are so cute, coordinates beautifully with this. You are going to get 65 pieces in the Cutups. And you can see how beautifully they cut up with some of those little honeycomb shapes, and then cute little punny sentiments like sweet as a bee. I can't read these right now with my eyes. Hi, honey, the cute bees, and so on. And then I made this card, and I did some ink blending in the back. And I did not foil the bee. I just used some markers and colored in the bee. I didn't foil a sentiment, hey, honey. But made a really simple, cute card, and I just ink blended the background. And the new color, which is now available for individual sale, is Satin Champagne Cheerfoil, which is a beautiful satin color and perfect for that golden honey color, okay? Don't forget, with any purchase that you make from Pink and Main, it doesn't have to be any kind of foiling. Put in the code Nancy25 and you will get these free foilables that I helped design, and it is the Fun Circles Foilables, and there you can see I foiled those out when they first were released. As many purchases as you make, you're going to be able to put these in your basket. Nancy25 is the code. You get those for free. All right, let's talk about what is part of the new release. So we're going to stick with the sunflower fun theme with the bees. These are called sunflowers. These are very large panels, and you're going to get 8 of those in there. Very easy to foil, color, whether you're using your water-based markers or if you want to use color pencils. Very, very large panels of sunflowers. Again, sunflowers, I didn't know this, but they come in a variety of colors. I learned this a couple years ago. They come in red, oranges, yellows. I think they even come in a really dark purple where they almost look black, but beautiful, beautiful flowers. So this is PMF 342 for the sunflowers foilables. Then we have these bees. These bees are so stinking cute. Think of baby showers. I think bees are very, very, I don't know why, but I think of baby flowers. So you're going to get the positive and negative. Now remember, whatever is printed in black is what's going to foil. And we have the Pink and Main toner sheets. The Pink and Main toner sheets are what's going to allow you to use the leftover foil sheets. So not only do you get what's here, but when you pull the foil off, you can use that on the toner sheets. So what you're going to foil here are the bees. What you're going to foil here are the background of the bees. So here, the black part of the bee will foil. The white part will be left white. Here, same thing. The black part will foil. The white will be left white. So you decide how you want to foil that. So again, 8 panels there. Then we have the honeycomb part. So you're going to have white or black, 4 of each. I love this dotted graphic background. This is called Beaded Curtains. So again, you're going to get 4 with the black background, 4 with the white background. Oh, I got to tell you guys the item numbers because I know you guys sometimes write those down. Okay, the honeybees are PMF 340. They're called chubby bees. I can relate to that. The honeycomb is called PMF 343. Oh, my camera is not focusing. I'm doing a little bit different setup. I'm a little closer. Hopefully you guys can see it better. PMF 341 for beaded curtain. And what we're going to play with tonight, let me move these things out of the way. Is PMF 338. These are called Flowers in the Breeze foilable patterns. Okay, beautiful in themselves, but stencils, okay? And the stencils are PMF 135, Flowers in the Breeze stencils and foilable bundle. So this is what we're going to do. And I already have my beautiful pink Minc heating up on the side. It's set to number 3. Again, if you're going to use your fuse, Gina K fuse machine, you want to use it on the same setting, number 3. Okay. And actually, I'm going to turn that off because I'm going to do my foiling. I'm going to do my stenciling first, foiling second. I can get these out of the storage pocket here. We're going to do this together. And if I make mistakes, you'll learn from my mistakes, right? All right. So I don't think there's a right or a wrong way. I'm going to pull one of the panels out. Make sure there's no dust on my desk. Put these away. All right. And all you really need to do is line them up. I'm going to grab my little tack here. That didn't work. Did I not spool that right? Let's do it on the back of the paper. Am I out? I feel like I'm out. That didn't work. Okay, try again. Okay, found my removable one. Okay, that worked that time. Now, before I do anything, I want to make sure I'm lining this up right. Okay, am I centered? I think I'm centered. Okay, so I'm going to make sure my little dots are on the left. I think I'm centered. And this first stencil that I pulled out are, looks like kind of twiggies. That's what I'm going to call them, twiggies. And I am going to put a little bit of washi tape. Just kind of do a little hinge method here. hold it in place. And where's my new, where'd I put my new Simon Hurley inks, you guys? Ha! I meant to use them in my other video, and I didn't use them that much. So let's go with this. Question for you guys. Maybe you can answer this or not. I didn't get the re-inkers for these, but I'm assuming, can I re-ink these with the, is it the same formulation of ink as the other ink pads? I don't see why it wouldn't be, other than it being different colors. Except Simon didn't have a black ink before. And this is a new color, green, for, I don't know. All right, I'm going to go in with the green because they look like they should be green to me. But I'm assuming I can re-ink these with the other inks. They're not a different formulation of ink. Or are they? What have you guys heard? Just a different type of ink pad. Felt versus foam. I'll have to look that up. Okay, that was it. Simple enough, the first one. Very easy to do. Okay. Then we have these little guys here. No, I think I had it right. I feel like I had it lined up right and the first time, and I was messing with it too much and threw myself off. Where was it? No, I'm going to go back to the picture on this one. Maybe I'm, okay, those are those. Those are those. Nope, I was right. The little ones go on top of those. Okay, so they go on top of these little dots. They're very whimsical, so it's not an exact lineup. So don't feel like you have to make it exact. Plus, I don't have this taped on here perfectly straight, so I need to remember that. This is not going to be perfectly straight. I guess I should start with, what's nice about having inspiration on here. Let me move on to the next one. We'll come back to those guys. There's no right or wrong way here because there are different flowers. Okay, so these fill in those bigger flowers. These flowers are lined up. You can see where they go. Okay, so it looks like when I do my stencil, I'm going to have a little bit of overhang on the bottom. So that gives me something to eyeball and remember when I get to the other ones. All right, so You can see how this one fills in those flowers. And again, it's very whimsical. It's not going to be perfectly lined up. Let's get as close as you can. There we go. And I think for these flowers, we will go in with shooting star. We'll make these yellow. I don't think we got to worry about those drying out. Very nice, secure lid. And this paper absorbs ink very nicely. It does not take a lot of ink. Very easily absorbed into the paper. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the two colors of inks and swatch them side by side, and then we'll see if they're different colors of ink. If they're different colors of inks, then we'll know that the re-inkers will not work. That's how we'll do our comparison. Because this looks a lot brighter than the old shooting star. That's so pretty. Okay. This one are these big guys here. They look like wish makers to me. And for this one, I'm going to use Clear Skies. Almost dropped it. Very pretty, easy to do. Now, before I lift this one, I'm going to line this one up in place. Yes, that gives me a better idea. And I'm going to tape this one down here over top of it. Now I can lift this one, flip it. Maybe I can get my overgrown nails out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna flip that. We're gonna remove this one. Ta-da! There, now we have a better way of eyeballing it. That lines up a little bit better. Better general idea where it should be. I am going to tweak it just a little bit. I think we're pretty close right there. Much better than my confused state of mind earlier. Okay, and this is Prom Queen, my favorite. Okay, again, I'm going to mention I would recommend dye-based inks not Distress Oxide inks. I do not recommend alcohol inks. If you're going to use those inks, they may discolor your foils. They may stick to your foils. So dye-based inks are best. So either what I just used, Simon Hurley inks. Either one of Simon Hurley inks will work. Regular Distress inks will work, not Distress Oxide inks. Catherine Pooler inks will work. Gina K inks will work. Anything that is a dye-based ink will work, okay? Not Distress Oxide inks, not alcohol inks, because they could discolor your foils if you're going to use them. Same thing when you're coloring over your foils, okay? That looks gorgeous. Ooh, the way it is, I forgot it was stuck down. That looks gorgeous the way that it is, okay? You do not ever want to use pixie spray with your stencils, okay? Because if you pixie spray this and you stick this down, now when you go to foil it, you know what's going to happen? Your foil is going to stick all over where your pixie spray was. So never ever use pixie spray. Never use tape to stick your foil down. Don't ever do that, okay? You don't need it. So now we're going to turn on our beautiful pink Minc from Pink and Main. We're going to go to setting number 3. I'm going to use this beautiful brand new satin champagne sheer foil. A lot of you guys have been asking me for a satin gold foil. Here it is. Okay, we are going to cut this to just slightly larger than our panel size. Love it. So pretty. We always want to do, what are the magic words, boys and girls? I can't hear you. And I'm giving the ink a little bit of time just to set in and dry. And we're waiting for our Minc. What is the difference between a Minc and a laminator? The Minc is going to get hotter faster. The mini Minc has 2 rollers. The mama Minc has 4 rollers, which is longer. It's 12 inches, okay? The Minc is going to provide pressure and adjustable heat. If it doesn't have adjustable heat settings, you don't want it, okay? We're going to Dusty Dusty. Those are the magic words I was looking for. Our image and the back of our foil. Okay, dust is the enemy. If you have black spots, that's why. Now we're going to cover our image. Make sure you see the foil. And we need one of our carrier sheets. You can purchase extra carrier sheets, which you always want to have on hand. And you can purchase your Dusty Dusty brush. What is in my carrier sheet? Look at that. There is dust in my carrier sheet. What is that? We don't want that in there. Okay, I got it out. All right, we're going to always put the folded side in. Okay, this is not a laminating sheet. It is designed to hold the foil and our image together, okay? You want that. Never stick your foil and your image in your machine naked. It gets caught up in the rollers. Look at this beautiful Dusty Dusty brush. Even if you buy just a Dusty Dusty brush, which is like $5, you guys, and you put in the code Nancy25, you will get the free Fun Circles Foilables. If you just buy carrier sheets, if you just buy other foils, whatever you get, Nancy25 is the secret code. You can buy as many things as you want. You can buy stamps, dies, ink, and use the code Nancy25, and you get the free foilables. Share your foilables with your friends. They are only around for a limited time. Free. Free is for me. I only got 1 pack, so if you want to send one to me, I'll take it. Okay. This is stuck in there because of my stickiness on the back. All right. We're going to let this cool down. We always want to let it cool before we reveal it. And now, let the magic begin. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I got a little misspot there, but that's okay. That's what sentiments are for. Look how beautiful that is. How different that looks from the black to that champagne. Isn't that stunning? Then all we have to do, we can use this behind a toner sheet, save it, is put a sentiment on here, slap it on a card, and we're done. Let's see here. Where's our cut-ups at? And I told you guys before, we don't even need to foil these. You just put that together like that. I am going to foil it because that looks so, stands out so much with the black. But we're going to use some different color foils here. Let me see here. Let me go into my foil trove and grab another color gold. Hold on, please. Okay, I grabbed some Fairy Wings Gold, which is very holographic. We're going to foil these two in that same color because that's going to be a very shiny, shiny gold. Same process, Dusty Dusty our sentiment, Dusty Dusty our bee. I'm going to put them next to each other. Dusty Dusty the back of the foil. That in our machine. While that is going through, notice I'm holding it. Make sure it goes through okay. I'm going to put some glue on my background panel here. It's already perfectly fit to size on an A2 panel. You can cut it down and mat it if you want to. I'm good with it right there. Fast and easy, that's how I like it. We're going to let this cool down. I'm going to turn my Minc off and move that out of the way. Let this cool down. Try not to have the foil peel off yet. Okay. I'll pull the sentiment off first. Perfectly foiled in that holographic foil. And the bee. Also perfect. Okay, and I save these because I can foil these over toner sheets and use them on another project. Now, my bee, I want him to have some black. So I'm going to take a black marker. Again, we want to use watercolor markers because alcohol markers will stain the foil, which we don't want to do. So since he's already gold on his body, I'm just going to go in and do a little black stripe here. That gold is so reflective with the lighting in here, I can't see him. Okay, and then I can just take a rag or tissue and wipe anywhere that ink is on the foil where I don't want it. It'll come right off. See, doesn't mess anything up. All right, and then for his wings, I just want to add a little bit of light gray or light blue. That's what I did on my other one. I'll find my light gray. We'll just do little light blue. All right, same thing, a little too much ink on that one. I'm just gonna take a rag and wipe it, and it will wipe off any excess ink off the foil. See? All right, now I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of these guys. That's a little too big. Okay. And there we go. There is the July 2025 release from Pink and Main. I'll show those to you guys again. There's the card. And again, the new foil is called Satin Champagne Cheer Foil. It's PMF 331. The bundle with the foil and the stencil is Flowers in the Breeze Stencil and Foil Bundle. It is PMS 135. Gives you the stencil and flower bundle. Okay. The Cutups that were part of the foil subscription are PMF 344. If you got the subscription, you already got those. PMF 341 is called Beaded Curtain. PMF 343 is Honeycomb. The Chubby Bees are PMF 340. The Sunflowers are PMF 342. And then the Bees and Sunflower Sheets, again, these were part of the foil subscription. So if you got the subscription, you already got this, is PMF 339. All right. And then here's the card I made with the subscription. If you missed that, I will attach it down below in the description. And again, your freebie is the fun circles. Put in the code Nancy25 with your order, and you will get that for free. Don't forget, when you are ordering, to order your Dusty brush. I will put that in the links down below. And to get yourself some extra, doesn't matter if you're using the Fuse or the Minc, you can get yourself an extra 2-pack of these carrier sheets. They always come in handy. You only get one with your machine, but as you can see, they get foiled up. They get a little grimy. Sometimes your machine eats them because we don't put them in straight all the time. So you want to have a couple of extras of these, and it helps when you're doing multiple projects at once. All right. Let me know, what is your favorite thing out of the new July release? I'm always curious. I think it's super cute. Of course I do. The other things that I used was the Fairy Wings Gold Cheer Foil. This is not new, but it is in the shop, PMF 017. I love this gold holographic foil. So that's something else that you can pick up while you're shopping. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, post them below. Again, let me know what is your favorite thing as part of the release. And if you have any questions about toner foiling, you can post them down below. Don't forget to join my Facebook group, the Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook. Make sure you tap down here and follow me for any foiling videos that you have questions about. If you want to learn about hot foiling, that would be using the Spellbinders Glimmer Machine, the Go Press and Foil, or the Foil Press. That is in the hot foiling playlist, but I'll be happy to help you with that as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.